For me, 2023 was the year that I really liked my art. I've enjoyed my final products along with the process of making them. I've tried to be a lot more relaxed and sketchy, and I've just been really loving my art because of it. And maybe this is a little bit embarrassing, but I've had so many moments this year where I get bored or I'm just sick of doing homework, so I just open Instagram and just scroll on my account. It's just been really fun and fulfilling to be able to do. With that being said, even though I love my art style right now, and I feel like I've grown a lot from past years, there are some things that I want to improve upon going into 2024. In this video, I'm just going to list out a bunch of my own art goals and how I'm planning to make them happen to hold me somewhat accountable. I hope that this inspires my fellow artists to look back at their own past years of art and evaluate what you might want to improve on. This isn't going to be a step-by-step guide. I want anyone watching to make their own art goals based on what they want. I really just wanted to speak out loud and give insight to why my goals are what they are. After looking at my art over the past year, I've realized that most of my drawings that I post exist in a void. For the most part, there's no ground, surrounding environment, or background. My characters just chill in this white or colored space, and I really want to work on that. So goal number 1 next year is to have more integrated and thoughtful drawings that include some form of background or context. I'm not making myself do finished illustrations every drawing, but I would like to add more props or environment for my characters to interact with, along with probably having more of my characters interacting with each other. Even something like this aqua drawing, where she's at this cleanup event with this sketchy background, would make me happy to see in my 2024 catalog, as opposed to my horde of floating characters that I've done over the course of 2023. My next goal is to vary my subject matter. Yes, I absolutely love drawing my characters and just people in general, but it would probably be beneficial for me to diversify my subject matter a bit. Like my previous goal, it wouldn't hurt to make more backgrounds. I think that drawing things like cars or buildings or just anything technical would be a really good way to step out of my comfort zone, and I want to try, you know? Maybe this next goal is just a part of me that wants to appease the social media algorithms, but I miss doing short form videos and I want to make more of them in 2024. The only reason that I really stopped was because they would take up so much time, and it is insanely easy for me to lose interest very quickly. But when I do make short videos, I feel so fulfilled, especially on Instagram because they show them to everyone if they're good. One of my mutuals made an incredible reel a bit ago that was just like a little bit of OC lore with a trending song, and I ate that up. It just made me want to do things like that. I love making silly little videos on my OCs, which are not on here. I will hopefully transfer some of those over to YouTube because they're just rotting on my Instagram and TikTok currently. But yeah, I want to make more silly little OC videos, maybe a bit of OC lore videos. That sounds like fun to me. While we're on the topic of videos of OCs, I think I should also make at least one animatic this year. Every single year, at least like 2 to 3 times a year, I get hooked on one song and I'm just like, dang, I should really just make an animatic. But as soon as I start it is when I stop liking the song. And I think I gotta be a little mindful when I start to like a song, because then I can just be like, oh my god, I should make an animatic. Because the only reason that I don't make animatics is because by the time I start them, I'm so sick of this song and I don't want to make an animatic anymore. But yeah, I'm hoping to make one decent animatic next year. So yeah, look out for that. On to my next goal, I want to draw bigger. This is mainly for like traditional art because I'm a little constrained with like digital art because like I can only draw as big as my screen, and for the most part I zoom in on my documents when I do digital art, so this doesn't really apply to that. But I want to get bigger sketchbooks that I can just draw bigger in. Even when I do get bigger sketchbooks, I don't really draw big at all, and I don't know, I feel like it's like not great how small I draw, and I just gotta like use my arm to draw more instead of my hand and my wrist. I don't know, that's like kind of a silly goal to have, but it's just something that I've realized and I kind of want to work on it. So yeah. Now for my little side quest of 2024. These are some smaller goals that I've been doing a little bit of over the course of 2023, but I think I would benefit from doing them a lot more and like having a more consistent schedule with them. So number 1, I want to do more figure studies. As you know, I normally draw characters, and it's just very helpful to understand how the human body moves and bends to just be able to draw people, you know? Next is background studies. I did these for a little bit at the start of the year, but I want to get into them again to try to understand color and lighting more. I always did these and I tried to avoid using the eyedropper tool to try and train my eye a bit and understand how lightings and colors change in certain areas. The third thing we have is to do expression studies. Low-key, I kind of put this here to just be able to draw my hot guy of the month, but I also want to try to get better at understanding how to capture likeness of people while also keeping them stylized enough to be a little expressive and also be able to pull off subtle expressions. My fourth and final goal, which is my most important goal honestly, is just to use reference. Every year I have a goal to use reference and every year I fail. I will say that this goal is more like using references to make my own thing, because I have been using references a lot this year just to draw exactly what I'm looking at. If I'm drawing a picture of a head, that head is what I'm drawing. But I think it would be cool to compile a bunch of references together and be able to make one cohesive piece with that and its own thing. This is easily my worst habit as an artist, and I really just gotta use references more, because after years of telling myself to, I really should this year, because I'm making this video and this is here forever. After listing all of those off, I realized that literally all of those are just studies, but those are really helpful and they're fun for the most part. So, studies are helpful. Now, how I'm going to make these things happen is I'm just gonna set a certain time aside for myself every week, once or twice a week. I'm thinking about treating this almost like it's a class and just see what times I have open in my schedule and just making myself draw for 1 or 2 hours a week. Because I know if I just tell myself oh, I'm just gonna draw for any 2 hours of the week, that's not gonna get done. I need to treat this it is my duty. I don't know, I think that just having a set exact date and time to do these things, I'll just feel better about doing it and it'll seem more manageable. And also with this, I might even want to try to live stream so that people can come watch me draw and you can draw with me and we can just chat about our goals, how it's going. It's a little accountability checkup, but I don't know anything about live streaming, so we shall see if that ends up happening, but it does sound like fun, so yeah, we'll see. I don't really set goals for New Year's, especially not for art, because I want art to be fun and I want it to be something that I can just mindlessly do to fill time. But it's gotten to a certain point this year where my brain has felt so numb while drawing without intent. And I just think it would be nice to change things up and just not have that brain rot feeling. I don't know if anyone else has ever felt that, but I hate it so much and I want this time to be productive for myself and beneficial. I've also realized that there aren't a lot of actual finished pieces of art that I want to put on my portfolio. I've done so many sketchier drawings this year that I really do but they seem unfinished and I don't want to put them on my website, so they're really just chilling in my Procreate or on my Instagram. Anyways, I hope that this helped or inspired some of you all to create your own art goals for 2024 if you want to. To be fair, I don't know if I'll accomplish any of what I just listed out, but I thought it'd be nice to take a step back from my own art and just think about what I would want from it in the future. Also, I'm just gonna put this here. Thank you all so much for the support on the last video. Oh my god, I'm so glad that so many of you guys found it very helpful, and I'm glad that we got to share our experiences with OCs. I don't know, it was just fun chatting with you guys in the comments. Yeah, thanks for almost 1,000 subscribers. I don't know if I'll do anything special for it, but dang guys, yeah, thank you guys so much. That's so crazy. Oh, yeah. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed watching this video, and hopefully you gained something from it. Share any thoughts you have on art goals, and add any suggestions for different art goals in the comments. Be sure to check out my Instagram if you want more art from me, or subscribe to this channel if you want to see more videos. Anyways, I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!